Hey everyone, and once again welcome to WS Cube Tech. Myself Umar Taskir. Guys, in the last video we actually talked about the importance of heading tags and what are the different types of heading tags, which ranges from H1, right? The first heading tag, which is basically the largest in size, is H1 tag, and then there are H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6 tags, right? So when we are going to use H1 tag and when we should use H2 tag, what are their importance and why we should use H1 tag, how important it is for our SEO point of view, and how they actually look and what is their syntax. That all thing we have actually seen in the last video. Now in this particular video, what I am going to tell you is about how they actually look on the web pages, right? So let's straight away come to our laptop screen, and here you can see I have opened one blog, and the address of this blog is URL of this blog is wscubetech.com/blog/future of on-demand apps in 2020. So if you come to this blog, this is a lengthy blog. You can see this is a lengthy blog, but we have to look for the H1 tag. So straight away we will come to this thing. You can see it easily. The future of on-demand app in 2020. This is basically the H1 tag. We can confirm it. We can just right click on this and we can go to inspect, and here we can easily find that here it is showing H1. You can see it is H1 tag, and over here we are seeing the future of on-demand app in 2020. And since this blog runs on WordPress, and in WordPress what we find is your H1 tag is by default your title, or your title is by default your H1, right? So you can confirm this thing also. So when we are coming to this particular blog where the H1 tag is the future of on-demand apps in 2020, and when we hover our pointer on this thing, the bar, okay, this bar, so you can easily see the future of on-demand apps in 2020 and slash WS Cube Tech. So basically, whatever you are putting over here in title can be coming into, can basically that can come into this H1 tag, and whatever you are putting in H1 tag, that can reflect back into your title tag. So this is one of the very important thing, and it actually depends on the CMS that you are using. Right now we are using WordPress, so it is there in the WordPress. Now from WordPress, how can we set title tag? Let's see how can we actually set title tag. And from the basics point of view, it is important that we remember that we have to keep our primary keywords in the title tag. So it is very basic, and that we have to keep in mind. So when we come to our this edit part of the page, we'll see for example, if I'm coming over here and I want to write anything, we are seeing over here the H1 tag, right? So it is selected H1. We can select H2 if we want. We can write the H2 tag over here. We can write the H3 tag over here. So you can easily identify that the size is basically changing as you are changing the heading tags. You are moving to H2, H3. You are definitely seeing that your sizes of the heading or the size of your text which is present over here will decrease, right? So you can select the H1 tag from here, and then you can definitely write some text over here which will contain keyword, right? Because in heading tag it is important to write the keyword. Now let's do some audit of heading tags also. So we'll come back to this tool which is Screaming Frog. Is Screaming Frog tool. Now from this tool we are going to do the audit of H1 tags on our website. So right now I am picking up my website, which is let me put this website over here. Let me copy this and let me put it over here. We'll make a search. Fine, I'll just click on enter. It takes a bit time, okay, not here. We have to put this over here, and now we have to click on start. So it will take some time and will do audit of so many things. So right now we are going to see the H1 tag. Will be finding that how many H1 tags are there. Are we missing H1 tags on any one of our page? We should not miss H1 tag on any of our page or any one of our blog. Are there any duplicate H1 tags that should not be present over there? So we'll be talking on these all stuff. So right now, if you see, this is basically scanning our website, and now if we come to the H1 tag part, okay, here I am the H1 tag, and now I'll apply some filter that missing H1. Okay, I am checking for missing H1. Okay, it's not showing any data. Okay, let's come back to all. Now you can see that the length of this H1 is this. Okay, here it is. Okay, let's see over here. H1 is login is showing over here, but we will come back to H1 login. Okay, you can see this one is the H1 tag for this particular page, right? The H1 tag, and it is basically occurring one time. So all these kind of audit you can easily do. Fine, all these kind of audit you can very easily do. So once it crawls all the pages, you are going to see so many reports over here. Not only it is restricted to H1 tag, you can also find the H2 tag and the same things which you can filter from H1 tag, like all the tags, and then the missing tags that duplicate over 70 characters. If your H1 tag is anywhere over 70 characters, that you can also find over here. And same thing goes for H2 tag also. So this is a basic video that how can you basically find out the H1 tags on your website, and how should you write your H1 tag, along with how can we audit the H1 tag on the different pages of our website. So that's it for this particular video. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.